Good evening. This is the Duke of Fremont Street, broadcasting from Las Vegas, Nevada, here in the United States of America. Today is Saturday, September 10th, 2022. As always, before beginning my short video today, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by, and please allow me to drink a toast to you. As I've said on many, many occasions, there's never bad time for champagne. Salute. Outstanding. Well, let's begin with a short wrap-up of the precious metals market. As you're well aware, the market is currently closed. Yesterday, Friday the 9th, we, both gold and silver, finished positive and strong for the day. For me, this is an encouraging sign, since generally the precious metals close tend to sell off on weekends, because people don't want to hold their long positions. Gold closed at $1,717 bid by $1,718.10 ask, with a gain of $8.20 or 0.48%. Silver also closed up at $18.83 by $18.93 ask, up 31 cents or 1.67%. Although the silver and gold markets have both suffered losses recently, I believe that this positive close in the last few days may be turning things around for us. Time will tell. I do know this for a fact, like clockwork, when the precious metals are down and they're in a heap of trouble, my phone doesn't ring. When people should be looking into buying the metals, they head for the hills. So after 50 years of being a purveyor, none of this comes to me as a surprise. My phone is starting to ring again, so to me that indicates that perhaps the metals are starting to move north. I might as well throw this in now. I am a purveyor, a collector, and dealer in precious metals, numismatic coins, and vintage United States currency. Anytime you happen to visit my beloved Las Vegas, feel free to call me in advance, and we'll make an appointment to see each other, and perhaps we can do some business. In today's video, I'm going to call it Constitutional Gold 101. I want to focus on American constitutional gold coins. In my past videos, I've concentrated mostly on the silver market, and I thought I would break ranks with that this afternoon and this evening and talk about the gold market and the gold coins. In particular, the United States vintage gold coins, constitutional money. Well, in our past, prior to minting our own coins as a country, we used gold from other sovereign nations. This changed in 1795. Our first gold coins were minted as money. We started with $5 and $10 denomination gold coins, and onward in around 1849, we had our California gold rush. They had a huge find of gold. And with that, in 1849, the United States brought out $1 gold coins, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And shortly afterwards, in 1850, we created $2.50 gold pieces and the massive $20 double eagle coins. We also had, not in common circulation, but we had $3 gold pieces, and almost never, if ever, circulated $4 gold pieces. I'm going to take a moment and just kind of show you what's the examples look like. This is a vintage $1 gold piece. It is minted in 1853, and it's a type 1. There's a type 1, a type 2, and a type 3. It contains actual gold weight 0.0484 ounces of pure gold. So it's just under a 20th of an ounce. Can you imagine having these coins in your pocket back in the 1800s? I'm sure many were lost. Then the next denomination up from the $1 gold coin is the $2.50 gold coin. And these, there were a couple of different varieties of them. This particular one is a $5 Liberty gold coin. The $5 libs are very popular. It says this particular example is in 1851. They contain 0.1209 ounces of actual gold weight. So a little over a tenth of an ounce, more like an eighth of an ounce of pure gold. Another variety of that, here's an Indian $2.50. This is a 1912 variety, one of the very beautiful coin. Moving right along, after starting our coins, like I said originally, we started with the 5s and the 10s. This is a $5 gold piece. And, now we're starting to get a little chunky with the metal. The $5 contained 0.2419 ounces of actual gold weight. This is an 1880 vintage. It's funny, the $5 are somewhat similar to the British sovereigns, which were the very circulated coins throughout the world, which contained close to the quarter of an ounce. We actually have just a tad more gold in our coins. This is the same coin, a $5 Indian of 1912. That's also a very beautiful coin. The interesting thing about these coins, they all have fractions of gold. It isn't a 0.1 or a 0.5 or we made these coins as money, and we didn't make them as bullion. So the actual gold weight is somewhat, we go down to the 10,000ths of the ounce. So, it is something you have to keep in mind, and I deal with it every day, so I've memorized a lot of them. Sometimes I have to check my notes to make sure I have the weights right. This is an absolutely beautiful coin. It's the $10 Liberty from 1894. The $10 gold piece, the Eagle. And that particular coin contains 0.4838 actual gold weight of an ounce. So it's under a half, but just barely under a half of an ounce. One of the most beautiful coins we ever minted. This is the half-ounce Indian, the $10 Indian, which is just under the half ounce, 0.4838. This one was minted in 1926. And finally, we're going to round out the field with the classic double eagle. The double eagle is the just shy of 1 troy ounce. It's 0.9675 ounces of pure gold, actual gold weight. This particular coin was minted in 1904. So we just went through the examples of a 1, a 2.5, a 5, a 10, and a 20. I didn't bother with the 3 or the 4 because they weren't actually in the mainstream. The 3 for a little while was, but the 4, I don't even know if it ever circulated. These coins were minted, like I said, it started in 1795, and we We stopped minting them in 1933. All of the production of our coins was halted, which is unfortunate for whatever reason. The coins no longer were made. After 1933, a few gold commemorative coins were minted, but not for general circulation. Fast forward to 1986, and we came out with the bullion coin, the American Eagle, which is the first time we minted the gold, once again, since the 1930s. The difference, one of the major differences between the vintage gold coins and the modern gold coins, the vintage gold coins were minted as money. The modern gold coins, although they do have a face value, they're minted as bullion. Let me show you some of the modern coins. I'm sure you're all familiar with them. This is 1/10 of an ounce, 0.1 actual gold weight, American Eagle. Very popular, and I love this size because it's portable and it's good for barter and so forth. We're stepping up to 1/4 of an ounce of pure gold, and that is the 1/4 ounce Eagle, which has a face value, I believe, of $5 for the 10, or pardon me, 1/10, and $10 for the 1/4. We're moving up to the 1/2 ounce variety, and which is also beautiful. This is a 1/2 ounce of pure gold, and these contain a $25 face value. Of course, they're worth much, much more than that. And I don't have an Eagle today. I get 1 million of them. I don't have one at the moment. But here's another beautiful bullion coin that we produce. This is the 1 ounce of pure gold American Buffalo, which I just love the buffaloes. The vintage coins, I personally like the best. And the reason being because they have not only the gold content, but they have a numismatic or collectible value. They're historic. They're pieces of history. And I, along with millions of other people, collect these coins, so their value above melt or spot is in most cases much, much higher. Whereas with the American Eagles, the American Buffaloes, the modern gold, these are minted once again, and they're tied to the bullion market. There are some collectible Eagles, American gold Eagles out today, but generally speaking, they're not near as important in the numismatic world as the vintage. The conclusion that I would draw from all of this is that constitutional American gold coins rule. They have a tremendous value. And if you don't believe me, this originally came out as $1. Now it's 300 and change. The $20 gold piece came out as a $20 face value. Now it's probably 2,000 and change minimum. So if you don't believe that there is a value in the gold, in the constitutional gold, I think you're sadly mistaken, and the facts are the facts. So this has happened over the years, and I think the trend will continue. So there's no reason for me to believe that it won't. If you have an opportunity to acquire either the modern bullion coins, the American Eagle series, or the pre-1934 vintage American gold, I invite you to do so. I think it's fascinating. You're holding a piece of American history in your hand. This is our culture. This is our heritage. This is our history. As you can see, I have a passion for this, and I think it shows in my videos. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today. I've had somewhat of a break. I've been very busy with my purveying, and which I'm happy to say. One day maybe I'll do a video about being a purveyor in the precious metals game. A lot of it is what you make it. The action doesn't come to you. You have to go create the action. So with that being said, I'm out beating the bushes all the time, mostly looking to acquire and buy. I'm always buying and sometimes selling. Well, once again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And if you get an opportunity, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. I love your questions. Any questions, don't hesitate to let me know, and I will make every attempt to answer each question. Once again, this is to your health, to your wealth, and to your happiness. Salute. Well, in Vegas, don't hesitate to give me a call in advance, and perhaps we'll meet in person. In the meantime, it's good talking to you. So long.